Hello and welcome back to DJCamel Reviews, and today I'm reviewing A Quiet Place, which is a 2018 American horror film starring John Krasinski, who is the main actor in this. He's the director and he's the writer. So it's basically a film by John Krasinski, and his partner in real life is Emily Blunt, and his partner in the film, or his wife, is Emily Blunt. Which is, good casting, I suppose, typecasting. And basically the premise is that monsters have taken over, and if you make a sound, you die. So, if I were to whisper like this, they'd still hear you and die. The setup is really good. And then I think it slowly degrades in quality. This is a decent film. I think it does suffer from some cliches in the second act and the third act, especially the third act. And it's not that scary. Like, I am a complete wuss. I am 100% a wuss. If you just go like that, I'll flinch, yeah? But the fact I didn't think that this film was that scary shows you that this film can't be that scary. Like, come on. They showed the monster too much, too soon. It's really unoriginal, and as soon as you see it, like, oh, well, that's the jump scare, although there aren't any. I'd think that there would be a lot of tension in a film that's very quiet, but there's not a lot. It's not because they don't try. I think it's just because they don't seem to bother to make, tension, and then they don't pay it off. So I don't really know where the scares come from. I mean, the scares don't come from when these, various characters make a sound and then they die, because it's coming. Like, what the jump scare is going to be. I've recently reviewed ghost stories. With ghosts, you have no idea what's going to happen. All sorts of things could happen, and there's 3 different cases. In this, it's the same thing. If you make sound, monsters, which you get to see too soon, and they're really unoriginal design-wise. They're just grey, kind of, bat-like kind of alien monster, 4-legged things, and you've seen them in every film you've ever seen, probably. Well, not every film. Every American horror film that you've seen, pretty much. And, so I feel like it does suffer towards the end. I think the setup is very good. It's just not the masterpiece, the great film people have been making it out. It's an enjoyable American horror film, but it's not that scary, really. It's not. It's just a kind of a bit of a creature feature. I can't really give it any higher than a 7, so I'm going to have to give it a 7 out of 10. The music was surprisingly good in the film called A Quiet Place, but that concept, which is the main thing going for this film, along with the chemistry from the main actors, that kind of motif or whatever does get a bit repetitive towards the end of the film, and because they make sounds for various reasons to, increase the drama, it kind of loses the sense that it's a quiet film. I mean, so that's the whole point, and then they lose it. So I'll have to give A Quiet Place a 7 out of 10, and I'll see you next time on DJCamel Reviews. Goodbye.